Q&A. Chances the Browns beat the Ravens. You know, I talked about it opening up in the opening monologue. The Cleveland Browns have an opportunity to beat the Baltimore Ravens. I think they got to play very well defensively. Baltimore is playing out of their minds right now. They put something crazy on the Seattle Seahawks. Lamar Jackson looks like he's going to be an MVP candidate throughout this year. You know, they just came off another win where I'm trying to think who they beat. They beat the Lions handily. They beat the Lions handily too. So Baltimore, they already got the game here. That was the DTR game. Now we talk about going to Baltimore and having an opportunity to be in first place in the AFC North if we can get that win. I think the defense has to play well. I think Deshaun Watson has to play clean football. And by the way, y'all better start giving Pierre Strong some more touches, my man. Pierre Strong is that deal. Pierre Strong should be, to me, I think he's in the. I think it should be Pierre Strong and Kareem Hunt. Kareem Hunt, goal line and short distances. Pierre Strong, I like his vision, his cutback ability. I like the way he puts his foot in the ground. To me, Jerome Ford tiptoes and break dances too much in the backfield. We can't have that against Baltimore and Pittsburgh coming up. We can't have it. Cannot have it. So who do you got? What are the chances the Browns beat the Ravens? Give me a percentage. I want the percentage. Give me the percentage and why. And we'll get to your comments and get to some of your questions as we got about, let's see. We got about, I want to say about 5-10 more minutes left in here. We started a little late. We had to upload some stuff. 5-10 more minutes. Who do you got? Who do you got in terms of the percent chance the Browns winning again in Baltimore? And how do they go about doing that? The reason I believe that they do got an opportunity to win this game is because the Browns defense had that tune-up. Now they understand in that tune-up game, this is the energy and intensity that we need to be bringing as a baseline to be competitive. Deshaun Watson had a tune-up game. He wasn't perfect. He wasn't out here throwing the ball like he's the second coming of Brady or Manning. But he showed you that he had 3 throws that was elite. 3 throws that you haven't seen completed around here. The first one, Jake Burns had a very good clip on Twitter. This ball was snuck in between 2 and 3 people on the sideline to Amari Cooper. It was zipped. Another one is that one where he ripped on the sideline, that 50-yard ball in the air. He just turned it loose. It was on a rope. And then the deep ball at the end of the game, when he stepped up in the pocket, put that loft on it. And the great thing about that is, evidently, Amari Cooper and him have been talking on the sidelines like, they got double coverage the way that this corner is playing. I can split the 2 of them. Throw it to me. I got you. Beautiful pass. Beautiful pass. As a matter of fact, let me see if I still got this. Let me see this. See if I got it. You got it, G-Boy? There it is. There it is. That's that beautiful pass right there. 2 of them caught y'all slipping. Beautiful pass. For me, I said, that's one of them throws. Oh, that's one of them throws. Oh, that's one. And here's what got it there. That's how you can tell, boys and girls. See that arm angle? That's how you can tell he's starting to get back comfortable. You see that? That arm angle 3-4 weeks ago, he'd have never got that off. That shows you a person that's ready to let it rip with a guy coming free a little bit with Joe Batonio right there. That's what I like to see. I like to see the progression in that. I definitely like to see this. And here's the thing, too. Here's how you know that he's ready to play a little bit and he's excited about what he's doing is the fact that you get this. I use this in my thumbnail. The fact that you get this situation right here. See, as an athlete, there's sometimes what you need to do is you need to bank enough successes in your life. You need to bank enough successes. It's the same way you work on this microphone. See, a lot of people could agree or disagree with you, But one of the things that happened that you got to respect a professional is they could drop me anywhere in the world and I'll do 4 hours. No notes. I don't write nothing. Write nothing. Listen, where my notepad at? I don't need to. You don't need to rehearse what's in your heart. You know what it is. So you could drop me in Spain. I could do a show. I could be in Antarctica doing a show. I could be at a party at a Muni lot with a bunch of speakers. I could do that show because I've done it before and I can always bank on that. So I'm not rattled. You're not going to rattle me. Same thing with an athlete. Deshaun Watson, he didn't have nothing banked for 2 years. He didn't see, it's been so long that he didn't see himself be successful against top-notch performers. That's one thing about sitting out. That's one thing about not having the rust knocked off. It's a lot about mechanics and all those things, but it's also about the swag, the inner energy, that bravado that says I'm the best out there. And as a quarterback, you got to think you're the best in the world. You got to think I'm one of the best 32 at throwing this football in the entire universe right now. And unless you don't believe that, and unless you don't play that way, there's no way that you could beat top-notch athletes that is coming after you trying to knock your head off. And Deshaun Watson, to me, this point says, hey, I heard y'all. I heard what you've been saying about me. I heard what you've been dragging my name. And I already know that I replaced the last guy that was beloved here. I understand who he was. I still understand what kind of cachet he got today. But at the end of the day, I feel like I'm that dude too. And one day, I'm going to put enough plays together that you're going to see. It may not be today, it may not be tomorrow, but I'm just trying to show you it's in there. And that's the thing that people get excited about. That's when your teammates start running harder. That's when receivers lay out to catch the football because they know what the possibilities are. If you don't think the Cleveland Browns is excited about having number 4 behind center against Baltimore Ravens and the Pittsburgh Steelers are coming up, you're crazy. If you don't think it's night and day between what P.J. Walker can offer and this guy can offer, you're crazy. And at the end of the day, I respect everybody and I respect everybody how they moving. But listen, either get on the train or get off. Either step on or step off. Listen, you could come back on later. We accept fair weather fans. But at the end of the day, is you down or no? See, that's part of what the Kool-Aid Mafia is. The Kool-Aid Mafia says, I'm always down. I ain't never about to just skip out. I don't care who they put at quarterback. I may not like him. I may not understand him. He may not even identify with me. But as long as you got that jersey on, we drinking the Kool-Aid. That's what it's about. I was at the Muni lot. Man, like I was. It touched my heart it's a lot of people on Twitter saying a lot of dumb stuff, but you know what I respect the most? When I was down at the Muni lot there was people out there for far as the eye could see. And you know what it was about? It was about community. It was about being down there, representing, supporting each other. I see black, white, girls, Asians, people from South America. A guy from Germany came up to me. People invited me on their buses. They fed me. They gave me drinks. We would hang out. We was playing cornhole. It was a beautiful experience. One thing I didn't hear from none of them down there was about no wins and losses. That's crazy. Not once did I hear nothing about no wins and losses. It was all about the experience and all about what it means to be a Cleveland Browns fan. And that changed the way I think about stuff a little bit. When people get negative, I can't put all fans in one box. They might just be the loud dudes. They got Twitter accounts. I ain't see nobody in that Muni lot on Twitter. They was living it. See, it's the difference between you thumb thugging and living it. And it's a bunch of happy people that lived, that enjoyed, that told me so many great stories. And I was just excited and happy to be down there. I hadn't been down there in 12 years. Hadn't been down there. I'm sorry I got on a tangent. I'm sorry. I told you I was not going to do that. Sorry.